So I make my afternoon tea and I like to stare out the window. Been kind of bummed because every day I stare out and I see my hive and it's been empty and desolate for weeks. And today I just happened to come in for my tea and bam, I see all kinds of buzzing going on. So yeah, we're gonna go outside and check it out, see what's going on. Hey everyone, so quick recap. We moved our bees 1,000 kilometers in the middle of February from a super dry environment to a super wet environment. They survived all winter. We did end up with some mold issues in spring when the snow started to melt. We managed to save them from that and we got them into a nice clean box, and not even a couple weeks later we had some very large aggressive honeybees come in and pretty much boot our bees out. We're not sure what happened to our bees, and after that the box was empty and barren for weeks, and we had no idea what happened. We decided to just leave the box out there after the robber bees had come, hoping that our bees might come back or we might capture another swarm. The last couple of weeks now, more and more bees have been showing up at our water trough when we clean it out and we get the water dumped out. And I'm an amateur beekeeper. They look a lot like our little Europeans, little Italians, but they could just be wild bees. Hopefully somebody watching this can tell us what they are, if they can identify the variety or not. But in any event, every day more and more have been showing up, so we just kept throwing the water down. And we put some water back. We're going to put some water back at the hive there. These guys are frantically gathering moisture, which means they're making honey. So yeah, hopefully these guys will get enough honey stored up for the winter. We're not going to extract anything this year. And yeah, hopefully they'll be there in the spring next year with a nice fresh queen. Looks like they may have moved on and regrouped. Or we have a wild swarm that's decided to take over this box. One way or the other, there is a lot of bees. We've noticed the last few weeks they've been at our watering trough for the horses, and we were wondering where they were from and if they were ours and if they somehow managed to survive the attack from the wild bees. So yeah, it's exciting. This box is almost right full with bees, and hopefully it's ours. And yeah, we'll get an update later on when we find out. We're going to crack this thing open here in about a week or so, let these guys calm down, because if this is a swarm, whether it's a wild swarm or it's our swarm, we're going to want to let them get in there and get established, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So now we're going to suit up and get this thing dropped on the top, and hopefully these guys are able to fill it up here during our heavy flow season right now. They are gathering up all the pollen from the crops and all of the clover and everything that's growing around here. So they are producing as much as they can before the weather turns. So hopefully they can fill this guy up for them. Okay, so here we are at the hive. We're gonna go ahead and do this as quickly as possible. I'm just gonna take a quick peek and see how much activity is going on inside there, and see if I can't spot queen activity. I don't want to pull them out and scare these guys off. They've only just been back in here about a week or so. So I just want to give them this extra bit of space to move into and get out of here real quick, and hope they stick around and fill this thing up. Pop this up here. Oh boy, there's lots going on in there. They're putting comb everywhere. There is a lot of bees in the center here. Man, this looks like our bees. I really hope that our queen got out when they were attacked by the robber bees and managed to get herself someplace safe and regroup, because these bees look an awful lot like ours, and they're pretty calm like ours. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and let them do their thing. I mean, this activity to me is indicative to a queen in here. They're creating comb for brood in the center, and yeah, they're going to start to move outward with honey. And yeah, I sure hope by spring we've got a nice healthy hive here. All right, let's get this thing on here and let them get back to being bees. I don't want to upset them any more than we already have. They're starting to get pretty cranky. Let's see here. And good to go. All right. Happy honey making there, ladies. Okay, well, super's on. Any of you that have been watching our bee journey, we thank you. They're not as popular as our chicken videos, but we're kind of new to it, so I don't have a lot of bee content. But thank you for supporting. If you've had any situations like this, I'm new. This is our second year keeping bees. Never recaptured a hive or captured a wild hive. I don't know if it's common to have the queen leave the hive when robber bees come in and come back. So if you've had anything like that happen, please share your experiences in the comment section there. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. We will leave them alone now. Just before the weather breaks here in October, late September, early October, we'll go ahead and pop the hive. Make sure they've got good food stores. If they don't, then we'll go ahead and get them some sugar cakes and make sure they're good to go for buckling down for the long winter here.